Hey, it's that honk again. Hey, it's that honk again. Coming out of some the I don't know. I was trying to do some Annie Lennox and I don't know. Anyway, what's going on, everyone? Welcome, Argonauts. Welcome to a Thursday stream. It is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. Can you believe that we are only now about 8 days away from the end of April and the beginning of May? And you know what May means? May means ArvCon. That's right. Very excited for that, but not yet. We do have about 5 weeks left, which is good because we've got some stuff put together, but a lot of other things to put together for ArvCon, which I hope will be the best yet, and I'm excited for that. But tonight, it is the epic conclusion, if all goes well, of Super Mario RPG. I'm pretty sure that I stopped last time just before the big boss fight. There may be like a boss fight before the boss fight, but basically we just have a couple of boss fights left in the game. So I'm excited for that. I've enjoyed Super Mario RPG, but I'm also looking forward to the stuff that we have up next. So I am excited for all of that. And then, of course, we've got Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks this weekend. I am going to be, I'm getting up insanely early tomorrow because my daughter and I, little Arv and I, are going to the other admitted student day. So she went to the admitted student day at Vassar College, and she was kind of blown away by it. And now she's going to be going to the admitted student day at Smith. So Smith gets its opportunity to sway her. We will see what happens. So we're going to be up there on Friday, and then we're going to stay over, and we will come back on Saturday. And then Saturday evening will be Expedition for the Mysterious Peak. So we should have a sense, I would say, by next week where her final decision is between Vassar and Smith. It's been quite a journey, but I'm very proud of her, as you all know, and I will report back on what we find out up in Northampton, Massachusetts. Tonight, however, Super Mario RPG. Before we get started, a couple of quick notes, if you have not already done so, and also hi to Nonstop and Prince Justin, by the way. If you haven't already done so, please make sure to follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, and please do subscribe to me over there. You can get cool content and so on over on YouTube. And you may have noticed that we thank you for those who showed up to the Tuesday union discussion, which was also live streamed on YouTube. Was very happy to have some new folks over here because of that. And that's the first of many, but I really enjoyed that, what I hope will be many, but that was really enjoyable conversation. I've got other things coming up down the line, so we'll see. But anyway, you can find all of those things on YouTube with !ArvTube. Discord, you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams on Discord, !ArvCord. Blue Skies, !ArvSky. The website for this, arvanelaron.com. Financially, !ArvShop. That's the merchandise area. !ArvTrayon is the Patreon. Again, we're trying to get that back up into triple digits, but we are going to be making some revamps to the Patreon fairly soon. I am so swamped with work at the moment, but I will try to get to it as soon as I can. So there's that on the, and of course, subbing to the channel gets you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, so please do that. Excuse me. On the publishing front, Icarus, that's my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library, that's my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. Greyshade is my Greyshade IP. Greyshade Renegade Heretic, the Grey Assassin Trilogy from Athos Arts. Critically acclaimed, award-winning, from critically acclaimed by Hugo nominee Prince Justin, let me just say. Yeah, so you can get those there. You can also get the audiobooks of Greyshade Renegade and Heretic from our very own Trent Sparks at that link, and you can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game from another Hugo nominee, Brandon O'Brien, The Rising Tides, the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade coming out from Alligator Alley Entertainment. You can pre-order that at that link as well. And as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And !Ukraine, UKRANE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage. And we send the message will do so for others in the future, and also continued love, support, and thanks to the wonderful people of Minnesota, specifically Minneapolis, fighting back against federal occupation and winning, and inspiring us as they do so. Much love to all those folks out there as well. All right, let me get rid of that and let me turn on that. And hello, everyone. It's good to see you all. So yeah, we are also coming to the end of my semester. There we go. I am getting closer to having some good news that I will be able to announce. I can't announce it yet, but it is some publishing news. So fingers crossed. We're closing in, and it would be a very big deal if this came through. So I can't talk about it yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, we've got a lot of cool stuff going on. Again, ArvCon is going to feature prominently next month, and then June is going to come around. And I do want to mention, speaking of announcements, that next Tuesday night, of course, is going to be during the day. We will have more Dragonbane, and then we will have more Evoland 2 as I move into the end game of that over on GOG Comms Twitch channel with Pen and Pixels. And then tomorrow, next Tuesday evening, will be the Vocalists with more of Citizen Sleeper 2, which is also a Hugo-nominated game, by the way. We are going to be making an announcement, Zach Clay and myself, about something very important connected to Zach and me. I am very excited for this, and it involves several things that we are connected to on this channel, and so I'm super pumped about that. So that announcement is happening on Tuesday, and now that we're past the Union Roundtable, I can turn my attention to that, and then once that announcement is done, I'll be able to turn my attention to ArvCon and so forth. So we have, it's one thing at a time, but this is going to be really cool. I'm super pumped up for that. Otherwise, though, I am excited to get into the game today and get to our final stages here of Super Mario RPG. And as I say, I'm at the last. I don't know if it's the last boss fight, the last few boss fights, the last couple, but I'm in the final world. I'm in the final stages. I have all of the super. I think I have all the best, top attack from everybody. So yeah, I got all those things. We're in Weapon World here. So let's see. It looks like we should be doing that, I believe. Yes. Do. Okay. Okay, yep. There we are. Okay. So I think yeah. Okay, so I now have gotten pretty much everything. So everyone's level 19. I don't know whether the highest level is level 20. That would make some logical sense, I suppose. The only thing that I wish I had is I've got 12 of those frog coins, and I do wish that I had been able to hold on long enough to be able to get, because I think it was like something exorbitant, like 40 frog coins or something, so that I could get the half of the flower points, so that they takes only half of what I've got. That's too bad. But having said that, I do have 10 mid mushrooms. I've got, which is as much as I can carry. I have 8 max mushrooms. I've got 10 tadpola colas. That's a party-wide thing. Most I can carry. Maple syrup for 40 FP. That 10. That's the most I could do for that. I can only carry 6 pick-me-ups, so I guess I have maximum there. I don't have as many of these as I could theoretically have had. That rock candy allows me to attack everything at once. That's also very useful. And then these things are ones that don't get, these are things that don't get consumed when I use them. So, and then I've got this, and this. So, like, I feel like we're in pretty good shape in terms of items and the like. And so we're going to see how it goes. It's time for the big boss fight. First, I'm going to stand. Oh, come on, Toad. There we go. Good job. We're in the final area. There's extra content in the remake. I don't know whether that's ominous or not, Tilted. Here's the report. Sir, drill bit will be finished on time. Hammer. We're ahead of schedule. Hammer. We'll make Smithy proud. Hammer. Also, hi, Tilted. Good work, everyone. The harder we work, the stronger Smithy will become. The weapons we manufacture here will be... Just think of it. When Smithy takes over Mario's world, we can do anything we want. Yeah. Not so fast. You sure are a cocky bunch. I rule this world. Don't you forget it. It's Mario. The Clay Morton and Spiritovich clones didn't stop him? No, leave Mario out of this. I'm the one you need to worry about, not him. Mario, you're about to make the longest jump of your life. You're ignoring me. Okay. Take it as I will. I am. Good to see you, man. What? Unprecedented. Okay, I guess I should have realized that they would be able to come back. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. I don't totally understand whether I'm doing this the right way. I think I am. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh. Okay. Well, like the moon over the day, my genius and brawn. Wait, like the moon over the day, my genius and brawn are lost on these fools. Haiku. Mario's like, it's okay, Bowser. Well. Well is a better way to put that. Okay. Guess who's saving? Wait, do I have gold? Oh, I do have gold. I would like to buy a maple syrup, I think. Actually, wait, no, I got a freebie on that. Oh, well. Time for another Max Mushroom. Best viewers, best ban! I already have the best viewers. The more people that join me, the more viewers that we have. Right. Okay. Well, we got through one of the mini boss fights. I don't know if there's another boss fight. Oh, it's very important. I did this before. That fight went well, so... Darn it. Stop moving, Toad. There we go. Okay. Aha! Oh, there's another save point past there? Great. You there! Are you the one in charge here? Do you know what your weapons have been doing to our world? Stop this nonsense at once. I'm afraid that isn't possible. Any dissent against Smithy will be dealt with by immediate meltdown. Meltdown? You can't scare me. I've got Mario by my side. Dissenters will be eliminated. Production will continue. Alright. Second verse, same as the first. Locked. Ow. Whoops. Do. Also building up the gauge, which is nice. Locked. Eh. Okay. Man. Okay. Nice, got the gauge up. Outstanding. Let's go. And Bowser levels up to 20. Very nice, very nice. That was scary. But we can't run away now. We've got to kick these lowlifes out of our world. Okay. Well, let's do this first. Right, they're all restored. That's what I was hoping for. So we're going to save it. Then we're going to go back, I think, depending on how much money I have. What, I have 102 coins? Yeah. So we're going back. We're going to buy some stuff from Toad. What's up, Toad? Okay. Now, another max mushroom. Another maple syrup for sure. Okay, I'm maxed out there. Maxed out with these. Party cleanse. Okay. So I'm maxed out of all those. The only thing I'm not maxed out on is party cleanse, and I could carry 6 more of those. But otherwise, I'm in very good shape. Okay. I got 100% gauge. I've got rock candy. I'm just about maxed on every item I could conceivably have, or really close. So, I mean, like to think that I'm as ready as I'm going to be. Oh boy. Mario, I'm surprised to see you here. But this is the end of the line for you. This is the closest you'll ever get to Smithy, so savor the moment. Huh. You'll be fodder for my incredible invention, the gun yoke. Whoa. Ow, hey! What the frick, man? I want to save this gauge for the big boss, i.e. Smithy. It's resistant. Ow. Ow. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. Alright, let's see. Okay. Damn. Ah! Rough that attack. Alright, let's get... I do not like this thing. Breaker Beam sucks. Ow. Okay. God damn it. This Breaker Beam thing. Thing is no fun. Actually, wait. Let's switch. Oh, shoot. I keep it. Okay, good. Dino Flash. There were really times when I would actually wish that Mario could sit this out. Like, compared to some of my other people, but obviously... Probably didn't need to do that, but... Damn it. Ow. Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, crap. Bowser's gonna go down. God damn it. Shoot. Skip. That was a big block. Needed that. Ow. Special. What? Get the hell out of here, man. Oh, no. Come on. Every so often, that one just does something that I'm like, yeah, that's not how that works. Oh, good. He's gone. That's frustrating. Wow, she didn't get hit by that for some reason. That's interesting. There we go. It's like once in a while that I do the same thing and it's just like, nope, not this time. I'm like, all right. I get a lot of freebies, which I'm very happy about. Gunyoke's FP is gone. What a shame. That's a damn shame. Can't really see over that mute. Okay. Hey. And now the princess levels up to 20. Get stalled, son. I didn't even know you could do that with the big boss. That is pretty cool. Or, well, not the biggest boss, but a big boss. The production line hasn't halted. Look, Mario, this is where the weapons come from. Don't do it. Let me hit the save. 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 This must be where Smithy makes his weapons. To find the last star piece and stop the factory, we've got to defeat him first. Mario, there's no turning back now. Are you ready? Our quest is almost over. And when the time comes... Come on, let's get this show on the road. Sounds good. I'm going to now go back and get... I'm going to jump and save. And then I'm going to go re-equip, reload all my stuff. Alright, so now we've got the Smithy fight, which is what I figured. Alright, what do we got? We got a lot of freebies during that time, honestly. So... Can I sell something? I should be able to sell something. No, alright, well... Oh, I need more pick-me-ups. Okay, good. Now I'm maxed out there. Alright, so pretty close. Can I sell the cleansing juice? 3. Because I would really like another... Okay, I need 5 more. I want more maple syrups is what I want. I'm going to sell... Okay. That will let me... Okay. So I've got 10 mids, last boss territory. Okay, cool. So I've got 10 mids, 10 max. I've got 10 mids, 9 max. That's pretty good. I've got a 10 Tadpola Colas, I can speak. I've got 9 maple syrups. Still feel like I might want one more of those. I'm maxed out on pick-me-ups. I am not maxed out on these, but that's fine. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's save it up. And then the final boss. Okay, here we go. Your level should be a good challenge, but doable? Okay. That's what I was curious about. So, Smithy, I presume. Hey, there's the last star piece. Huh? Already finished your tour of the factory, huh? All right then, how about a little demonstration? Yo, Smithy, stop making those things and hand over the star piece now. One of these days it'd be funny if he's like, all right, you're right. I was doing the wrong thing. Huh? Guffaw! So you're Mario. Looks like we're gonna have a little dispute over the star. Just hand it over and get out of my castle. That feel when you realize you use the same voice. My, we're a little touchy today, aren't we? You know, I'm actually growing rather fond of this place. Please, don't make us go through any more. Just give us the star now. Better yet, why don't you give me your stars? Why, then I could easily conquer this world. Then we could get rid of all wishes and create a world filled with weapons. Over here, now. I'll crush you all. Dang. All right. Ooh, that music though. $2,000 and no weaknesses. Tremendous. Ow. Shoot, I didn't realize what I was doing with that. Darn it. Oh, what am I doing? Clown Car Barrage, let's go! Dance till you can't dance till you can't dance. Was not exactly what I was hoping for. What? Stop hitting me with a sledge that I can't block. Not a fan of the unblockables, okay? Wish you could buy royal syrup. I didn't get a lot of those this time. Ow. Ow ahead of time. Okay. Okay. Digging this music, man. Dance to it. Dance to it. And then immediately hit me with a sledge. It gets better? Oh, great. Wonderful. Get some Castlevania vibes to this music. It's unfortunate. Blocked. Oh, god damn it, I thought I blocked that. Okay. Okay. Probably all resistant. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh well. Don't hit me with Sword Rain, that sucks. I hate that. Oh, I haven't been using bracers. Oh, jeez. I haven't. Okay. I have not been using Geno Boost. Oh, nice. I got a freebie. Ow. Meteor Swarm. Let's see. Alright. Very glad about that. I was a little nervous I wouldn't get that off. Oh, so the smelter is out. That is good to know. Gonna hold on to that rock candy then. Got a freebie. Better. I better not take any chances. Okay. Nice, that worked out. Damn you with the sledge. Not as bad though. Let's see. Nice. Okay, 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 let's Geno boost again. Attack up and defense up. I love it. Damn, with this meteor swarm, man. A lot of can't block deals here. No! Uh-oh. Is he mad? Wait. Calm down, Smithy. Your head looks like a geyser. Don't get so worked up. Think of your blood pressure. We just built this yesterday, and the foundation's very weak. So stop shaking the floor. Oh my god, really? How utterly annoying. Oh, what the... That's crazy. Uh-oh. No! Ooh. I'm burning, seething. Never have I been so wronged. It is time. I will show you my real form. I will show you my true power. I will teach you respect, and I shall have my revenge. Rog. This isn't even his final form. What? Whoa! Come on, you puny ants. Okay, let's see. Oh, crap. I lost sight. Here, what do you... Why... It's a tank! Okay, what works against a tank? Make a Koopa Stomp? Seemed to work. Blocked. Okay. Let's do Rock Candy. Nice. That worked a lot, actually. Wish I had more than one, but I don't. Okay, I'll take that. Okay. Blocked again. Glad to see that. Hey, Tilted, do you know, I haven't been able to figure this out all game. Can you boost someone more than once? Like, is there only one boost and that's good, or can I keep boosting them? Do you know? I've never known whether you can do that or not, or whether only one boost works. Do you know? You only get one boost? Okay. That's actually better because then I don't have to worry about thinking about it. Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you. And it does last for the whole fight, presumably, right? Oh, can't move. Smithy's body can't attack. What a shame. Let me tell you what a shame that is. That worked real well. Okay, I'm not happy about being low on maple syrup. Okay, you're like, nope, you're done. What the hell? Okay, well. Can Fireball work against you? Let's find out. Nope. Does not work. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. That did not do anything. Ow. Okay. So then I'm guessing that magic is going to work really well. Maybe lightning? Alright, well, let's see about this. Reminds me of something out of Yellow Submarine. The Beatles film, not the song. Wow, that did nothing either. Okay, well, let's switch to our boy Mallow. Resistance, that did nothing. Shit. Okay, that's bad. Can I Yoshi cookie you? Maybe just regular attacks actually might work now that I think of it. I should have been doing that from the beginning. Yep. Regular attacks, baby. Yeah, I should have figured that out earlier. Yep. Okay. Alright, so... Oh, what the hell is this? Okay. So we know that the tank form can be hit by, like, a bunch of special attacks, but that wizard form is all about regular attacks. I'm running awfully low on these maple syrups. That worked okay. Group hug. Back to the tank. Blocked. Okay, buff removal. Might have been that that's what that was, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna have to reboost them. Unfortunate, but I'll have to do that. Right. So... I'm getting so low on these, on the FPs, man. Oh, come on, man. I blocked that. Alright, let's see. I could have Geno boosted there, actually. Probably should have done that. Okay. No. Okay, we're gonna switch with Bowser so I can do that. Let's go. Very nice. Can't move. Smithy's body can't attack. That's what I like to see. Okay, that's regular attack guy. Okay, I'm gonna do this right now while I have a chance. Because I'm gonna use all the points at some point. So bad. Group hug. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna switch back to Geno. We want a Geno boost. I didn't get defense up. God damn it. That's because I was using Bracer. That's right. Do I have Bracer still? No, I used him. Okay. Alright, well. He got the defense up. Group hug. Peach the MVP in this fight. Ow. Wow, I'm burning with power. Okay. Group hug, please. Damn it with the stop with the freaking AoE spear rain stuff, man. Tank thing. Okay. Yeah, I can do that still. Okay, I love it. Locked. Okay. Okay. Got a freebie. I love it. It's what I love to see. I think that crown would have hurt him. Thought I blocked it, but I did not. Halt magic attacks. Can I switch is the question. I think I can. Nah, I should do that. Oh, I thought I blocked that. It's the tank again. Oh, can't move. All right, his body can't attack again. That's good. I need to use this. Okay. Oh, come on. I blocked that. Okay, okay, let's see. Switch back to you. Group hug. Ah, god damn it. Thought I blocked that. The final maple syrup. Oh, I got another one, thank God. Block that time. Well, I'm burning with power. He can attack again. It's like almost landing on exactly the same place, but not quite. Oh, damn it. I thought I blocked that. Did not get another freebie. Blocked it. Once again, the tank. Let's see. Okay, that does hit him. That does hit him. I probably need to attack him normally for the moment because I can't take any chances on... I've got to save these flower points. I don't have any maple syrup left. I can't move. All right, its body can't attack. That's good. Rah! My body and head are burning. It's not possible. I don't believe it. No! I'm finished. Done for. You meddlers. Grog, no! Come on, Mario. Send the last one way up high. Thank you. Hold on, I don't want to say anything yet. Wait a second, I don't want to say anything yet. Yes. First try, Tilted. First try, baby. And I did run out flower points. I don't think I've ever fought an enemy who spent most of his time hitting his head. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. The Star Road is back to normal, and... Mallow. Bowser. Peach. And Mario. And Gino would never be seen again. Interesting. They really did upscale the graphics beautifully in this remake. It looks very nice. Everyone's waving but Bowser. He's just like, yeah, whatever. The ultimate star. Once again, wishes come true. Nice. When you wish upon a star. Ah, Todofsky. And Grandpa. And Gino returned. Yoshi would battle Croc. They got married? What? What? I love the hat and the wig, by the way. Monstro Town. This is so Square, by the way. Like, such a Square thing to do. Here's all the things that happened. Yeah, your boy Johnny. It's your boy Johnny. There's a secret boss in Monstro Town? Really? Hey! And Mario. Thank you! Hey! That was fun. That was a good time since 1996, based on the work of the original development staff. Oh, the original credits and whatever? Yay! That was good. That is exactly what I hoped for. It was a not a long RPG. That was like I think it was like 6 days, 5 sessions to actually finish it. That was really cool, and it had like, I can see why it's got that charm. It's got the Square sort of vibe to it, and it's got the Super Mario charm. That was fun. Nothing like super complicated, but it's such a good fight with a great song. I'll at least check it out, Tilted. I don't mind checking it out, I suppose. Unless it takes like way... Is it hard to get to, though? Dance to the cat, dance to the cat. Yeah, the soundtrack, by the way, was sneaky good in this. There's some good songs in this. And like, where else do you fight a sentient cake, you know? You need to get a dynamite for 500 coins at Moleville and exchange it with one of them. 500 coins? Meh. But I might be interested in checking out the song, though. Maybe I can just check that on YouTube. This whole thing was weird, too. This guy with whatever his face is, Boomer, Buster, Bonker, whatever the hell his name is. Thank you, Nonstop. This was good, though. I would say, if I were ranking this, I'd say I think this is an 8 out of 10 for me. For what it's trying to do, the difficulty level was more or less where I would have expected it to be throughout the whole game. You know, there wasn't like, and honestly, the sort of lead-up boss fights were not difficult at all. And even the final Smithy fight, I had enough equipment set up that once I figured out what he was doing. Also, the princess was serious MVP. Like, I think the bracers that I had saved worked in my favor. So did Geno, the Geno boost. I did get freebies a couple times on those flower point things on the maple syrup, which really helped. And and I felt like I did pretty well with the bracers did well, and to get my defense up for those times, and I felt like I figured out the different phases pretty quickly. The only one I wasn't sure about was that one where he was in a coffin. I'm assuming that was like some kind of healing mode or whatever, but Kulek's theme, okay, that's cool. Yeah, she was very clutch, like on the healing, no doubt. Yeah, your boy Johnny. I loved him. He was awesome. They did a good job on the graphical upgrade on this too, like I said. Very, very good job on the graphical upgrade. I was impressed. I mean, is this worth $60? Maybe. I mean, I probably played this. This was like, what, 6 sessions? This was probably about, I don't know, I probably played this 16 hours? 17 hours, something like that. So, what's that work out to? Like, $4 an hour? Yeah, your boy Shigeru Miyamoto. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I'm glad that I've had a chance. That's the other thing, too. I did not feel like I missed out on the original now that I've played this. Like, I understand the original may have been more complicated or difficult, but I like the way that this was broken down, honestly. I like Mallow. There were some good characters here, too. Didn't miss anything with Headache. Yeah. Yeah, and I understand the game also was like an intro RPG for a lot of people, but I think it does very well there. This is the kind of thing that I can imagine people who were not wild about RPGs could have fun getting into. Especially if they were any good, if they enjoyed Mario at all, obviously. Toad. And an interesting call to make Bowser not the enemy in this one, the big bad. Of course, we still don't know what Smithy came from, or like... We didn't get a Thanos backstory, but the end. Hey, very satisfying. That was good. I enjoyed that. It got overshadowed by Chrono Trigger, yeah. This is good. I like this. Yes, I will save my clear data. I will save it. Yeah. All right, just out of curiosity, I'm not going to play through very much, but... Mario, you're awake. You look like you were fast asleep. You didn't dream about defeating Smithy, did you? Oh, this is the wrong voice. Glad I caught you before you went off to the factory. I got you this present. Got a stay voucher. Take a night to rest up in the Marrymore Hotel suite before the last push. That's all I had for you. Wait, what? What's he talking about? Is the argument like he didn't actually... What? The last push? What last push? I already did the last push, bro. Sif? Yeah, you remember beating... It was a dream. Mm-hmm. Like, where the devil's the... It's not here. It's there? That's where it is. Gorgeous hotel. Oh, I see you have a stay voucher. You're going to love our hotel's fine suite. The bellhop will show you to your room. Please enjoy your stay. Okay. Yeah, go up here. Whoa. This is the room. Please make yourself at home. Please feel free to use this terry cloth bathrobe after bathing. And please be sure to turn the lights off when going to sleep. Ring that bell for room service. Anything else, sir? Looks like he wants a tip. Will you give him one? Sure, why not? A little short of coins. Oh. Wait, no. I didn't want to... No. That's not what I wanted to do. God damn it. Okay. I saw a bright light through the window during the night. I believe it came from Star Hill. Why don't we go find out what might have caused it? Why don't we not do that? Why don't we actually use this? It's too small for you. What are you trying to say? It's too small for me. Look at a little red there, Mario. Your service, sir. How may I help you? I'm thirsty. Here's the menu. The hell's a Coca-Cola? I'll give you a tip. Don't keep looking around for tips, bro. Do I want to save it? I see that we got the new Game Plus symbol, basically. Alright, Star Hill. Star Hill. Alright, what's going on over here? Nothing seems to have changed here. Let's keep looking farther in. Wait, what? What? What the heck? I opened up all the things. don't know what the deal was with that. Oh, come on. And go past the door? Oh. Wait, what? Oh. That's why. Thanks, Tilted. I was confused. Alright. I recall this star being here before. It must be where that light was coming from. Seems to be a few others too. Perhaps some new wishes have fallen here? The Frog Sage might know more. I hope this is my big break. Alright, I gotta go talk to the Frog Sage. Throat's all scratchy. Make it stop. Uh-oh. Sad. Want a match with someone who makes me take it seriously. What? I wish someone would do something about this cake. I, the Dark Knight of Vanda, await the one destined to challenge me. There we go. Gotta go talk to the Frog Sage. Alright, Frog Sage. Whoops. Alright, Tadpole Pond. Do-do-do. Frog Sage. Mario, is it true that the one called Jinx in Monstro Town is stronger than you? Wait, what? You said you know more. The heck, Frog Sage? What the heck? Oh. Yeah, that's true. I actually could go back to Jinx. I forgot about Jinx. But I thought that I was supposed to go talk to the Frog Sage. And he's like, not giving me the info. Nope, wrong way, wrong way. No, where the frick is... Oh, he tells you the extra objectives one at a time? I see. Alright, well, let's see. I forgot about Jinx. Where the hell was Monstro Town again? Is it up there? No, where the heck is Monstro Town? Just left of Land's End? Oh, that's right. Okay. Devil is. All right. Sounds good. See you, Valerian. Yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of this, and then I will wrap up for the evening since I have a very early start tomorrow. And then the next time we will probably start, I'm guessing, with Tactical Breach Wizards, which is the next one. And then after that, I don't know. Here's My Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss is possible. I'm thinking about 8-Bit Adventures 2, maybe. I'm thinking about the Suikoden 1-2 remaster. I kind of have to think about where we think the most people are going to be interested, because... All right, that's the one that I need to... That's Jinx. All right, it's been a long time since I played... Oh, God damn it. I bet this doesn't work. Yeah, that's what I thought. That worked, though. Ow. I'm going to start a battle over. I want to start that again. Ow. Damn it. I didn't even have Ultra Jump the last time I was here. Let's see. Nice. I should have boosted him again, but... Ow. Nice. Ow. Damn it. Keep getting baited by that. My favorite. The I just kill you and you have no option. You're just down. I wonder if once you go down, if your boost drops or not. You're simply amazing. Oh, nice. Still haven't had enough? It isn't often I have someone this competitive to spar with. Alright, this match will be the one that counts since I'm placing my reputation on the line. Watch closely, Jagger. You're about to see your sensei in action. Ow. That's not a great start. Nice. Ah, damn it. That is really hard to block for some reason. At least I'm finding it that way. Attack and defense up. Okay. Damn. No, 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 no. Why would I use it against Mario? Jeez. Bowser. That was a waste of a mushroom. What do you mean miss? Oh. It's nice, but the gauge is not really what I was that's not what the point is what I was trying to do. That was a little better. Let's see. Haha! Blocked it that time. Let's do it. Hey, the kids are asleep raid. Kids ate for banana dance. What's up, kids are asleep? Welcome, everybody. That wasn't as much as I was hoping for. Simply amazing. Welcome to post-game content. Hey, Sweet Winter. Hey, Intensely Eric. Hello, kids are asleep. Wait a minute. Is that Hugo nominee? The kids are asleep. This guy is a sensei. Kids are asleep. Okay. First of all, congratulations, Valerie. Seriously. But yes, I have won the game. I just won the game, and I'm doing a little bit of post-game content, and then we will wrap this up. That'll be the end of this game, and the next video game I'm going to be doing, not tonight, but next time, is going to be Tactical Breach Wizards, and when that's finished, I then have to choose because I'm thinking I've been thinking a little bit about Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss. I've never done that campaign. 8-Bit Adventures 2, maybe. I got to think about it. And the Suikoden 1-2 remaster, so I got to think about that. Well, congratulations, seriously. And yes, I defeated the Final Fantasy Super Boss. I did. I defeated Smithy. I did it, I first try, too. Tilted is my witness. My reputation was staked in this last fight, so I've lost the title of Sensei. From today, you are the Sensei of this dojo. I haven't done Culex. Please take this belt, which only the highest-ranking fighter in the dojo can wear. I got a Jinx belt. We will rename the dojo Mario-style Dojo and incorporate your jump technique into the training. Oh, he already did it? Jagger and I will start our training immediately. 1,000 warm-up jumps. Ready, begin. Now that you've finished the game, sound, player, and player report have been added to the journal. Now that you've cleared the game, the names of monsters in the monster list are unlocked. Sound player? What was the one that was like... It's been sealed. Oh, very cool. I will check that out. Yes, I may well do that. Okay, this is cool, but general records, playtime. So there you go. So it took me 15 hours. I found 5 out of 39 hidden treasures. My shooting star shot was most used triple move. Most used special move ultra jump, sure. Most active ally was Geno. Successful action commands 1,460. Consecutive action command successes 21. Consecutive super jumps 23. Most damage dealt at once 9999. And then who knows what that other one was. The mini car race record, the casino records, because I never found the casino because I didn't care. Right. So whoa. That's a lot. Yes, please, to the Jinx belt. How you doing, Jagger? Mario Sensei, the new regimen will strengthen us, right? Yeah. This was cool. I was mentioning before that I never played this game back in the day. For some reason, I just missed this. So share your wisdom with us. When I have them. Eventually. I was going to say, I was like, wait a minute. Is there something you need to tell us, Tilted? Because, you know, congratulations are in order. Oh, it's now, see, it's the M. Yeah, it's the Mario Dojo. Okay. So now I have to go back. I'm going to save it. I want to see if I can get some stuff, though. $63. Still no gold, man. Okay. Yeah. Kids are asleep. What do you mean? What exactly do you mean the kids are asleep? Why is there any concern relating to waiting for... I don't know what you mean. There's no difference between, you know... In your own time, bro. True facts. Okay, back to Tadpole Pond just to see. You don't think you should just have kids to play games with them? Yeah, well, it is kind of a long play, you know, it takes a little while. Then you end up with my, you know, my amazing daughter and my awesome son, who are getting, you know, my kids, of course, my daughter can play games already, naturally. My 9-year-old plays some things, but I think, my 9-year-old is a very competitive streak, and so we really have to go down the cooperative route. He, you know. What's up, Dragon? You mean kid's primary function is a Mario Kart opponent? Speaking of which, my 9-year-old is all about that, let me tell you. Oh, man. Oops. Oh, right, it's the other one. Yeah, the guy in the other place. Okay. All right, Frog Sage. 8-year-old is a consummate gamer. Yeah, my 9-year-old is good on some stuff. I mean, quite bright, and he loves. But we actually, you know what he's been asking for a lot lately? We've been playing a lot of the old school snipper clips on this console, which obviously I think came with the console, if I'm not mistaken. And we like played through more of the levels, and like we're kind of closing in on almost being finished with it. So yeah. It's an extraordinarily rewarding thing, but it is what people say about it being the hardest job you'll ever love and all that. There is something to that. Like, it's extraordinarily rewarding, but it's very you feel like you're out, at least for me, you feel like you're out over your skis a lot, so. Baby's Car is super into Minecraft, Splatoon 3, and Mario Maker. Also super loves the Princess Peach game. So this is, all right, so we're talking a big-time Mario kid in general then. I was thinking about this, like, Nintendo just makes good games all the time that just work, and I understand that, sometimes the ambition is not quite, what some of the, but they just always deliver on a lot of really great games, and I was thinking about this generation of consoles. I mean, I think the Switch is the best of this generation of consoles. Like, I love my PS5, right? And I played Jedi Survivor on that. I played the Gran Turismo 8 or whatever the latest Gran Turismo game was on that. I played Ghost of Tsushima on this. There's a lot of good stuff to be found on the PS5, okay? My Retron is amazing for, like, the old school cartridges we have. I love my Intellivision for that reason, for the extremely old school. I really don't use my Wii U anymore. I used to use it more. But, like, the Switch just... If you think about all the games that I've played on the Switch that I enjoyed, right? And if you consider and the indie games and being able to play stuff with my kids and also play stuff on my own, if just for a second, if I'm looking at this, I really like, so I mentioned Snipper Clips. We played a lot of Ring Fit Adventure back in the day. I've been playing a bit of that just for fun. Super Mario Party Jamboree we had fun with. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, my kids and I, my son and I in particular, played a ton of that. I played that with Brandon. We did a little bit of Letter Quest Remastered. My daughter and I played some Dark Alliance. We played Cuphead, although I wasn't very good at it. We played in one Super Mario Odyssey. Castlevania collection I did. Triangle Strategy, that was one of my games. It might have been the game of the year, I think, that one year that I played that. Triangle Strategy was amazing. NeoCab was great. Animal Crossing was fun. Metroid Dread was my game of the year one year. Freaking phenomenal game. I enjoyed Mario Kart Golf Super Rush quite a bit. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, my daughter and I had a lot of fun with. Paper Mario Origami King was pretty solid. I don't love Hades as much as a lot of people love Hades, but that was definitely fun also. Played a little bit of Rogue Legacy. I had fun with that. Owlboy was okay. I did a lot back in the day when my daughter was much younger. We did a lot of the Labo stuff. That was fun. The Untitled Goose Game is one of the most satisfying endings of all time. Really fun. I loved Axiom Verge on this. Warlock of Firetype Mountain was solid. Golf Story was great. Like, there's a lot of great games on the Switch, so... Oh my God. Okay, well, two things. First of all, Axiom Verge is great. I've heard good, and I really enjoyed that a lot. I've heard good things about Axiom Verge 2, but I also heard mixed reviews of it as well. So I don't know. I have not had a chance to get back into that. If you have not played Triangle Strategy, you have got to play Triangle Strategy, partly because one of the greatest soundtracks ever. There is one song in particular. In fact, I'm going to play this one piece for you. Okay, this is not spoiling anything. It's just the song. But I want to play this one piece for you. Absolutely incredible. Give me 1 second here. You actually, Kids Are Asleep and Intensely Eric would both love it. Game is great. It's great tactically. It's a great story. It's really great. I love Triangle Strategy. In fact, the worst part of that game is the name. All right, let me find the one that is... Let me find the right playlist, though. Well, okay, too loud. It's not that one. I mean, there's great all the way along. The music's phenomenal the whole way through. But that's not it. I think it's this one. Nope. Never mind the ads. Oh, there's an ad for Legoland New York, which I have been to recently with my son. Here we go. All right. Eric, as a musician, you will appreciate this. This is one of the greatest combat songs ever in an RPG, in my opinion. Full freaking orchestra. Oh, you're not kidding, Dragon. Turn this ish up, okay? Let's go. Ah, it's so good. Oh, he screwed that up. Why did he do that? Whoever did this changed that around. But anyway. Let's go, Woodwinds. No, the jump wasn't supposed to happen. Right? The freaking and then what they do is they reverse it, and then they play, as you're about to hear, they reverse it, and the low brass does that whoa, 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 whoa. Like, I can't even tell you, like, this, and I compare this favorably to Final Fantasy Tactics soundtrack, which I would argue is the greatest soundtrack ever made, and for a role-playing game. I would argue this compares favorably with that. And the orchestra itself is so clutch. And like the game is just full of this. Like the game is just full of soundtrack. The music is literally, and that game is just spectacular. It's so good. Oh man. See, so now it's in the low brass. And since, you know, trumpets, I always say as a trumpet player myself, when you want to kick ass with some music, add trumpets. I could just picture my conductor in high school doing this. Ah, my God, so good. Anyway, you get the idea. It's spectacular. And like I say, I think you both would absolutely adore the game on every level. Like strategically, if you like tactics at all, yeah, sorry, Dragon. If you like tactics, I listen to that a lot of times when I'm writing. If I want a kick-ass battle scene, I have in the past been known to listen to a particular song by Lorena McKennitt. I have been known to listen a lot of times when I'm writing to various things of Johann Sebastian Bach, particularly the partitas. And sometimes Well-Tempered Clavier Book 1. But if I want a kick-ass, like, also The Witcher, the opening to The Witcher 3 soundtrack is freaking spectacular. But the game is just off the hook good. It's so good. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I'm not a Bloodborne, like, player myself, but I can see that on the soundtrack side. Anyway, I just really love the Switch. I really do. Okay. I'm going to be finishing up here in a minute, but sounds like Bellamy's up to his old tricks again. Oh, Bellamy? Where the frick where did I find Bellamy? I'm going to go back to my home turf because I don't actually remember where Bellamy is. Yeah, highest recommendation for Triangle Strategy. Like I said, I really think the worst part of that game is the name. I understand why they do call it that, but I think a lot of people will be like, what? You know? Yeah, no, Dragon, I'm not. You'll be happy to know, Dragon, that this game is concluded. Next up is going to be, I'm not going to do it tonight, but next up is going to be finishing up a Tactical Breach Wizards. And then I have to decide between Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Horn of the Abyss, 8-Bit Adventures 2, and the Suikoden 1 or 2 remaster, since I'm going to wait on the Starfield Star Wars Genesis until it's more finished. On Dragon Spear's advice, I'll let you know. Really enjoyed this game, though. Really like this game. Okay. So, actually, this gives me an opportunity before everyone heads out. I want to check that out, actually. So, I am going to... Next to Stardew Valley, no. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what, Tilted? Since you brought that up, just before you leave, let me go find that because, yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be playing. I think I'm good. I think I've played the game, but let me see. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That's what I want to do. Let me see what that theme is. And I appreciate the assist also, Tilted, on stuff. Okay, let's see. All right, so it's this sound. No way! No way! Are you kidding? This song? Oh my God! Oh my goodness! That's from Final Fantasy set or 4 or 7 or something. It's one of the Final Fantasies. This is 4? That's right, 4. Oh my God! Yeah, this theme is baller. The Final Fantasy themes are so good. Oh, look at that. We drop out the drums. Oh yeah, Tilted, you weren't joking. This is fire right here. Let's go. That is totally unexpected. I did not realize that. Absolutely awesome. Kick ass. Wow, what a great theme. No joke. That was totally unexpected. Was not calling that at all. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. That is epic. Holy cow. What a great theme, man. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you, Tilted. God damn. I had no idea. I mean, I should have realized it's Square, so whatever, like that. I had no idea that's what we were going to get. No idea. Oh my God, right? Oh. Wow. Slick. So good. I'll tell you what, man. You know, if I think about the combination, if I think about companies that have produced the games that like have stayed with me the most over the years, in a combination of music and gameplay and whatever. Clearly, BioWare would be up there, and I know that several people in this chat at the moment would be with me on that. That's definitely up there. I got to be honest and say Bethesda, because Skyrim is just so epic that it has stayed with me for a long time, and I really enjoyed the Oblivion remake and all that too. And I like Starfield, although not, that had its issues, but whatever. But if I think about a particular company that puts it all together, like I guess Retro because of the Prime games, but that's just the 3 games really. Prime 4 was kind of a little disappointing. Not Rocksteady. Who did the Batman games? The Batman, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins. Or no, not actually. It wasn't even Arkham Origins. Was that? Yeah, Dragon. I bounced off the earlier ones. Honestly, I tried Morrowind multiple times. I didn't love it. I tried all of them. I've tried Daggerfall. I've tried Arena. Even I tried. As I say, Morrowind. I didn't like Oblivion the first time. It was only when I played the remake that I could get into it. But Skyrim is the one that kind of stayed with me. I gotta be honest. No. Batman. Yeah, but no. There's a studio that does Arkham City. And they did the Arkham games. Rocksteady. That's what it is. It's Rocksteady. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Rocksteady. That's it. Thank you, Dragon. Yeah, that's right. Dragon, Magpie Dragon. And also thank you, Dragon, Spear Dragon. Rocksteady. Rocksteady does great stuff. But if I'm putting it all together, and there are little like indie like studios, you'd be like, oh, Supergiant is great for this, or like what, Inkle is a really solid studio. But honestly, I would have to say that Square probably has been the most consistent deliverer of games that have stayed with me. Like if I think about Final Fantasy VII, which is, my favorite Final Fantasy of all time, except for Final Fantasy Tactics, but again, that's Square, right? So Tactics would be one in my book. 7, Final Fantasy 9 is phenomenal. Final Fantasy 6 is phenomenal. I obviously love the original Final Fantasy. That Final Fantasy 4, that theme is just out of this world. Like, so many good games. And then you think of the Super Mario game we just played. You think of Chrono Trigger, right? With Chrono Trigger was Square. I know his term. I know you don't like it. That's fine. You don't have to like the same things. It's all good. Different strokes. Not only can you get a hold of Tactics, but there is it was my game of the year last year. Final Fantasy Tactics had a remaster and it was really good. Really good. It was my game of the year last year. Tactics is my favorite game of all time. So, right, a remake, not a remaster, but like, hey, what's up, Echo? Yeah, I would say, and then Square did Chrono Trigger, they did Chrono Cross. I just think that Square is probably got to be, I think it's got to be my favorite studio. And I know that they haven't always hit on all cylinders, and I know that there have been issues here and there. Oh, and then also, by the way, me burying the lead, the greatest remakes of all time. Yeah, if you haven't played that Dragon Magpie, go get that. Final Fantasy Tactics, the remake is amazing. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I would argue, is the greatest remake ever made. Because it's actually a meditation on remakes and how the cultural change that was created in a game sense by Final Fantasy VII, meditating on that. Like, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is just as good. Spectacular. I'm with you on that, Dragon. Spectacular. Just spectacular. God, were they good. I just was like... For my resub, I spent this masterpiece from Final Fantasy 14. The Battle with the Four Fiends. Well, let's be clear, since we're doing that. I'm going to... First of all, thank you for the resub, his term. I appreciate that. But Dragon, it's so good, though. Dragon, I've said this many times. Square could have just done what they did, what the company did with the remake of Kingdoms of Amalur, the remaster, and just slapped some new graphics on it and called it a day. Instead, Square reimagined conceptually what the game was. So good. Yes, I just finished SMRPG. Yes, I did, Echo. So, absolutely spectacular. All right, I'm going to put this theme in. I'm going to put this thing in. I'm gonna play you all though. What is the spectacular combat theme?
Before you throw another.
Right, hang on a second. Okay, so this is the one his Terma just put in. Yep, yep. Yeah, this is cool. Coming down, won't be coming down. Face your tears, face your fears. In despair, you will find no safe harbor there. The guitar cannot contest the embodiment of earth, wind, water, and fire. I mean, it's actually translating into English on the one that is Termalinked. So cut down all would hold you back. Prove there's not you lack. Earth befouled, fierce winds howl. Face on now to prove your will unyielding. You must walk this path alone, but know that you are not the first, nor last to seek purgation. Okay. Flames consume, tides consume. Cut down all who would dare hold you back. Prove there's not you lack. Earth befouled, fierce winds howl. Face on now to prove your will unyielding. You must walk this path alone, but know that you are not the first, nor last to seek purgation. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Very, 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 very cool. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to play you all. What I think, again, I talked about how it's the most spectacular, remake ever, because as I say, it rethinks about remakes. But, yeah, I think it's this one. Yes. Okay. All right. So, I want you to picture if you played Final Fantasy VII, if you knew about it, if you sort of felt it in the zeitgeist, right? At least, you have to understand that Final Fantasy VII, to me, there's a clear before and after. After Final Fantasy VII, you couldn't think of games the same way again. And there's not a lot of games like that in my mind. I actually think Super Mario Brothers is a game like that. Legend of Zelda was a game like that. It's hard to imagine a game the same way when you saw something like that, right? So thinking about that and like the force that it had, listen to this combat theme, which is just the standard combat theme. Listen to the metal in the background. Again, trumpets. Part of it is using a real orchestra, too. Which shows you how good the original theme was, because you put it with a real orchestra and you're like, holy crap. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, now we get the bridge. Get ready for the baddest ass bridge of all time. Oh my God, it's just it is hard to describe. It's so good. It's so good. So good. So good. And I mean, see, now part of it is that is also this is Terma, because Final Fantasy VII is definitely overexposed. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Like, I have sympathy for people that are like, "What's up, Rising Tides?" I thank you so much for the resub, man. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, and thank you again to his Terma for the resub. I maintain that, like, I understand why Final Fantasy VI like fans get bothered by the fact that everyone talks about Final Fantasy VII, because 6 is great, and I've played through it and I won it and like totally get it. But oh my God, and the music on 7 is just insane. I even think of the ominous Sephiroth theme, right? Ha ba ba boom 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 boom. Ba 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 da. Oh my gosh, so good. And again, I would say that even if you are sort of cynical about Final Fantasy VII, the game, again, it's my favorite. But even if you were like not counting Tactics, I always have to put that separately. Tactics is my favorite game ever. So, but like separate from that, of the regular Final Fantasy series, Final Fantasy VII is my favorite. But even if you're cynical about that, the remake is on another level. Like, you owe it to yourself to at least see it, and like, you know, I mean, and by the way, and there's a lot of 9 people out there, and I love Final Fantasy 9 too. I think Final Fantasy 9 gets underrated all the time, actually. You know, I do not like Final Fantasy 8 at all. But I think that 9 gets underplayed constantly and gets sort of missed because you're always thinking about 7, and 7's great, like I said, but 9 is also great. So, you cosplayed Kefka for years, yeah. All right, I'll do one more. I do have to stop because I gotta get to bed here, but I will do one more. No, I don't deny that. As I say, 6 is excellent. I like this too. But see, the thing about this though, this is great, Terma, you're right. I like it a lot. But the music is so good to begin with that it can handle remakes. Like, you pull great stuff out of it because it's so freaking good. Give me that double bass. This is crying out for double bass. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Nasty. Oh. The bass on that, though. All right. Yeah, that's a good one, Esterma. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Well, there was one more. Okay, wait. All right, so I'm going to do one more, which is my favorite of the soundtrack from Final Fantasy Tactics. Actually, I'm going to do 2 more, and then I do have to stop. I know, right? Okay. Let's see. I have to find the one. I always get this confused about which one is my favorite from this. I think it's this one. Yes, okay. My favorite Tactics OST. This goes so hard, it has no right to go this hard. Yep, Apoplexy. It is Apoplexy nonstop, but I always forget. I'm always like, which one is it? Because I get it mixed up with Anxiety, but... Well... That's a very good question. For me, the best in this is when it comes out of this and goes back into the start. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me see, because I'm actually curious about that. Is there an Apoplexy? There's a metal version. Let's go. That's good. All right, that's cool. All right, let me see. So this is the orchestra one. No. I want, no. It's the wrong one. No. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, wait. So Final Fantasy Tactics, Apoplexy Orchestra. There must have been, because there's been like multiple orchestral treatments and things like that. Video games orchestra, yeah. That's Final Fantasy 12. Let me see. This is cool. It's not the orchestra kick-ass I would imagine, but this is cool. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Now, last one, I promise. One of the greatest soundtracks of all time is this one, but I have to find the right one. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right, chat, tell me what this is from. Tell me what this is from. Yep. Bastion, one of the great soundtracks ever. And I had the honor to interview Darren Korb along with the guy who did the soundtrack for BattleTech. So good. Oh my god. Sweet home. Oh my God, Rising Tides. So good. What's up, Atero? Yeah, it's the same guy. Rising Tides. Bastion is phenomenal. Phenomenal. The story's great. Also, one of the great narrators ever. Oh my God. The narrator on this, insane. This soundtrack is just all good. All of it. And most of it's instrumental. But and this song here is tying together two earlier songs, Build That Wall and Mother, I'm Here. So great. Guitar in the back. Oh yeah, nonstop. Yeah, I'll tell you though, music can do a lot. The other thing about this is this game stays with you a long time. You think a lot about this game. I played this at the same time that I played Journey, and that's another soundtrack that's off the charts good. But this is like, oh my God. And then the guy who sings this, Logan Cunningham, who's the narrator for this, sings this one too. Bastion's on sale for $224. That is a steal of all steals. It's worth 30 times that price. Really. Check out this guy's voice.
God's ain't gonna help you, son. You'll be sorry for what you've done. Then God's gonna hurt you, son, when you play with a loaded gun.
Yeah.
When you play with a loaded gun, they ain't gonna catch you when you fall.
God, this game is good.
You'll be
I played this. I must have played this 20 years ago, maybe. When did Bastion come out? I was still living in the Bronx for sure. And I think I was living. No, I was living in my Fieldstone house. But this game is so good. Yeah, 360. That's right, Atero. I had an Xbox 360. It's the only Xbox I ever had, actually.
Make you sorry for what you've done.
When the guy did this, the guy's voice, the guy was like in his early 20s, I think, when he did this voice.
Got you empty, got you weeping for what you've done. I say, mother, lonely old gal, tear your heart out for what you've done. Tear your heart out for what you've done. They ain't gonna catch you when you fall. You'll be bleeding while you're bleeding. God's ain't gonna help you, son. You'll be sorry for what you've done. Then God's gonna hurt you, son. You'll be sorry for what you've done. You'll be sorry
Now catch this.
for what you've done. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God, this game's so good. Oh man, I have not thought about Bastion in a long time. God, that game was so good. Amazing, amazing, amazing. His term has been in the community for a long time. And I would love it to see Arvanauts getting together and playing some MMO stuff for sure. For me, I've got, what do I have on that? I have Lord of the Rings Online that I'm thinking about with that. Yeah, I go in and out with MMOs. I've done a lot of MMOs over the years, but the fetch questiness and also getting left behind on things, and also streaming, makes sort of scratches the itch the MMO does for me because I'm hanging out with people anyway when I'm playing. So yeah, I know. I really am. I really am. I really am. Wait, what happened? What happened? Procured what? The soundtrack. Wait, what? I'm going back up. Yeah, I mean, for $2.24. And see, now the thing is with Supergiant, I think the best game that they've done was their first one. And this is just me because I played Transistor, I won it. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. There was the game, what was the game after Transistor and before Hades? There was this other game that I played of theirs that I liked. Pyre, yes. That's right. And I liked Pyre. Again, I didn't love it. And then Hades. And same. But again, I don't like roguelikes. I mean, yes, you were making some progress, so it's a little different. Like Slay the Spire, is sort of in that regard, in that sense where you're constantly unlocking stuff and that makes it more powerful. But Hades just doesn't hold. It's not my thing. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my thing. And then I haven't played Hades 2 at all. But for me, their best game is Bastion. That's just me. So. Orchestral Apoplexy. Okay, and then this is really the last one. I Echo's right. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to be asleep for 2 minutes because I have to get up at an ungodly hour to take my daughter to her admitted student day at Smith so she can make her final decision.
Apple Card.
About Vassar or Smith. She has to decide between those two. Okay. Well, this just sounds like apoplexy, Easterma. Right? Isn't this just apoplexy? It sounds exactly the same. Which is great, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think this is just that soundtrack, Easterma, which is great, again, but I love that. How many acceptances? Well, I'm glad you asked. So the final tally is she applied to 15 schools, 15 colleges. She got into, she was waitlisted at 1, Skidmore. She did not get into Yale or Williams, and she got in everywhere else. So she basically got into 12, waitlisted at 1, and turned down at 2. She got into Vassar, she got into Smith, she got into Mount Holyoke, she got into Bard, she got into UConn, she got into Fairfield, she got into Manhattan, all with scholarships. She got into Central Connecticut, she got into Sacred Heart, she got into missing one somewhere. Anyway, yeah, she got into a ton. Thank you, Tilted. Yeah, she's done a great job. And honestly, we thought that she was going to choose Smith. That's where my wife went with Smith. But the two things that, first of all, she likes that Vassar is co-ed, and she prefers that to Smith as a single-sex school. She'd rather do the co-ed thing. Also, Vassar is a half hour closer to us than Smith. And the other thing is that Vassar's a little more artsy, and she really liked that vibe at Vassar. They're both phenomenal schools. They're literally tied, as they're one of the top liberal arts colleges in the country. They're tied. So she can't go wrong either way. And we'll see what she feels about Smith tomorrow when we go up there. But Smith's going to have to do a lot. Otherwise, I think she's leaning towards Vassar. Thanks, Sis Terma. That's a very kind thing of you to say. But, my wife and I are super proud of, we feel like we did well in raising her. But more importantly, she did well in being an amazing person. This is so much her, hard work, discipline, and also just being a good person. I told this story before, but we're sitting in the cathedral on the Vassar campus, and there's it's freaking packed because these are all the admitted students. And like Centavine, they have to make their decision about which school they're going to go to. And a number of these kids got into a few, right? And so she's sitting in there, and the director of admissions is going through all of the people that got in, and like, like a lot of the highlights of them. And she's like, and then there's one person like Jill Biden, like Joe Biden's wife, first lady, former first lady of the United States, gave this person a recommendation and all that. And she's going through all this stuff. And my daughter leans over to me at one point and she's like, Dad, like, but how did I get in here? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, you got in here because you're a phenomenal student and a better person. She has a 3.98 GPA. She's ninth in her class. She's the first student poet laureate in the history of Bridgeport. She is she's a freaking phenomenal, like, she's an actor, she's a singer, I was like, you are everything. And she's a hell of a writer. She's an excellent writer. And she's a wonderful person. I said, you were exactly what every college admissions officer wants. You're a smart, good person who wants to do good for the world. This is exactly what they want, And I was like, you got to keep that in mind. Like, because she was just like, well, there's so many great people. I'm like, and you too. Like, you're also one of those great people. So, she's such a great kid, and I'm super proud of her. And, yeah, like I said, she may do a gap year in between, but then she's going to be going to one of the two. She's narrowed it down, and it's going to be either Vassar or Smith. So, but yeah, and she found out about those two, those were like two of her top 5 choices. She found out the same day, Smith and then Vassar the same day. So. Thanks, Rising Ties. I appreciate that. Her first anniversary was a few weeks ago. That's right, Echo. That's right. She actually helped pick the next poet laureate, student poet laureate. So technically her term is now coming to an end. So that's a heck of a mail day. It sure is. And my wife was like, I don't know, the competition. I'm like, I'm telling you, having been around colleges in a professional capacity for 25 years and being involved in colleges for 35, I'm here to tell you that this is exactly the kind of student they want, because they want someone who will be an interesting person to add to their student body. They also want someone who will stay, because the big buzz in higher education right now is not just attracting people to enroll in your school. It's retention. It's keeping them year after year until they finish their degree, and that's what she'll do. So, now what Smith has going for it, besides the fact that it's excellent, just like Vassar, is that Smith is, first of all, my wife went there. That does have a pull for her. I went to the University of Connecticut for my undergraduate, but like, with all respect, an admiration to UConn. UConn has a lot going for it, but Vassar and Smith are better schools. Like, I'd be the first to say. But the thing about Smith is that Northampton's a great college town, and she really likes that a lot. And she is drawn to the fact that, my wife went there. But my wife actually secretly kind of is rooting for her to go to Vassar, because Vassar was such like she just walked around the campus and she was like, because all of these kids were just on her wavelength, it was very cool. So. Oh, that's okay, Echo. There's a VOD of it on my YouTube. It went very well. University of Michigan is better. University of Michigan is a very good school, and it's certainly better than UConn. Would not deny it, Dragon. But the way I would say it, I've talked about this before, UConn, you can get the ceiling for UConn is just as high as any other school. You can get phenomenal people out of UConn, right? But the floor is the thing that's lower, right? You just have some more of the less prepared students that get into a place like UConn, and which UConn serves, frankly, than a place like even University of Michigan or stuff like that. University of Michigan's a great school, no doubt. But she was never going to go to a Midwestern school hours away from us. That she was never going to do that. She wanted to stay in the Northeast. She wanted to stay within driving distance of us. And she wanted, then it was sort of up to what she was thinking about. And she seriously thought about, Fairfield's very close to where we live, and she thought about doing that. But when she got into these two, like Smith and Vassar just provide opportunities for her. And the Vassar thing is something another thing about Vassar, she loves performance. And there's like 50 student productions minimum a year. Like, it's ridiculous. And everybody goes to everything because there's nothing going on in that town, because it's a small little town. And then outside of it is Poughkeepsie, which is not, nothing against Poughkeepsie, but it's not Northampton, okay? But that also means then that everybody goes to everything on the campus. So, just really, really cool. So what I like about is the fact that wherever she goes, I'm going to have some people that will be nearby. Just will be nice to sort of, you know, be able to have someone else being able to look after her. But we've actually talked about the fact that, you know, she and I have done our Fridays together since she was in kindergarten. Since she was in kindergarten, every Friday we do an adventure together, and you know, go to a playground, go to a bookstore, go to a museum, you know, go to a shopping mall and walk around and play on the rides, you know, go to, you know, sporting events. I've gone to a ton of hockey games and basketball games and soccer, and we've gone to like concerts and like every Friday. And it's very special to us. And I've started doing that with my son on Wednesdays, actually. It's very special to us. And so one of the things we talked about is that when she's up at school, that I might do like a once a month thing, where once a month I go up on Friday and we hang out then, because that's doable. It's like an hour and 25 minutes from our house, which hell, my commute to my work sometimes, depending on traffic, is more than that. So, you know, and that's good, because like it's gonna be hard, y'all. Like I said, it's gonna be hard not having her in the house. I am not gonna be okay. I am, as I've said many times, I am not going to be okay. And I'm saying that in the, of course, you know, of course, I'm so happy for her. It's such a pleasure to see the wonderful person she's grown up to be. But it's going to be hard, you know. And, you know, kids are asleep, and Intensely Eric will know this feel, but they are not as far along the path as I am with it. And like, yeah, she could skip college and stay at home. Oh man. I mean, you know, like one of the things we've talked about though is, you know, my mother-in-law, her grandmother lives with us. And I was like, well, you know, like multi-generational households. Well, the point is, my wife and I are in no hurry to get rid of her because we love her. She's an amazing kid. Like she's a great person. I'm always happy to see her. I'm always happy to have her around. You know what I mean? Like, why would we want to, you know, so, but of course, it's something that she has to find her own path and find her own way. But we're also not going to be those people who are like, yep, get the hell out. You know, you're 18 now. No, no thanks. We are open and available, and we'll provide. We're always going to be your parents. We're always going to be those, you know. Yeah. Smith and Vassar have creative writing programs that include poetry. That's right. That's the thing also. The other thing about Vassar and Smith is that there's a lot of freedom and flexibility for her to be able to kind of choose her own path and make her own way. And that's also really amazing. I can't, I mean, as much as I'm dreading her like leaving, I am really excited to see what she gets up to, you know, like oh man, I knew going into this college search thing that she had positioned herself so well. And she's done exactly what I thought she would do. And that's the thing. If she ever gets into an interview with any of them, they're all like, oh my God, she's an incredible kid. Because she is an incredible kid. Everyone here who has met her, first of all, a lot of you have been with me for a long time. I've almost seen her grow up on this channel. But if you've met her in person, and Rising Tides is one of those people who has actually met her in person, and Prince Justin is one of those people who has met her in person. Drew, I don't think Drew's here right now, but Drew has met her in person. You know, if you've met her in person, you know what an incredible kid she is, you know. And she's crocheting her own prom dress. What? Like, I'm not saying that any of these things are things that on their own, like, I've never heard of that. I mean, sure, I've heard of people doing that, but just for an 18-year-old to just think up all this stuff, like, she got one of her like first part-time job working for because she loves dumplings. So she works for this place called Grumpy Dumpling. Why? Because she went to a farmer's market and she went up and introduced herself to the person. And the person was so impressed. They were like, hey, would you like to come work for us for a part-time job? And so she just does that. She got into community theater because she went to this community theater, the Orange Players, and, you know, auditioned and got a thing. And everyone was like, wow, you're amazing. She just does that. You know, so it's, what a pleasure. What a general pleasure. So, yeah, no, you're right, Echo. You're right. I appreciate the voice of reason. It's true. I got to get to bed. This was a lot of fun, though, everyone. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed both of those things. We should have a session one night where I just basically come on and we just basically run through and chat about like music, like game music soundtracks. I bet that would be fun. I bet that would be fun if we did that. That would be good times. But I'm really glad that people stopped by, and also very happy that Intensely Eric stopped by. That Kids Are Asleep stopped by because of the music connection with Intensely Eric. That was cool too. So, but yes, so we have finished Super Mario RPG complete. Next up, that we're going to be playing, as I mentioned, is going to be probably Tactical Breach Wizards. I want to finish that, and then after that's done, probably I'm looking at either Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horn of the Abyss campaign or 8-Bit Adventures 2. Not sure, or Suikoden 1 or 2 remaster. Something like that. Something like that. I'm not sure which of those I'm going to do, but it'll be something like that. So, yeah, right, Esterma? I still have it. Yeah, you can still see pictures of that. I still have a picture. Wait, do I still have it here? I still have a picture here. Hold on, let me see. That I think it was Lawkeeper, actually. Who's now Yuto Detenshi, took a picture of, like a screen cap. Look at this, chat. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? My beard was red then, too. It's been a while. Yeah. Oh, man. But again, you know, the whole thing about like, oh, do you miss her at that age? No, because I had her at that age. And she was amazing then, and she's amazing now. If she only ever stayed this age, I would never see what she's become now. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, my old office. My old chair, too. My old leather chair. Like, faux leather chair. That must have been, so she must have been 6, 7. She must have been 6 or 7 then, and so that would have meant 2015, so that would have been 11 years ago now. Yes. What is this? Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I held my head up high. Esterma, did you know that my brother grew up in Springfield, Massachusetts. Did you know that he grew up across the street from Stained, from the lead singer of Stained? They used to rehearse in the guy's house. And everything I can remember. Oh, man. Yeah. But it's great. And I may see if I can do some streams with her too, because she's just so much fun to hang out with, honestly. And my son is amazing too. Oh, my son today, I had, okay, I see you're just all interesting me in this conversation, but I do have to get to bed. One last story though. So we are taking care of a neighbor's dog. We're going over and like walking them and feeding them, and then other people are like handing off of this while the neighbor's away. So they have basically like a ninja rig in the back because their kids are really into like, you know, Ninja Warrior, like obstacle course, parkour stuff. And my son's really into that too. So they have one of those things, they call it a salmon ladder. It's like a pole where you like, and a series of like notches up this thing. So you click on this and then you pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. And you just jump with it. So it's like strength and like control and everything. And so he went up 2, right? And then he went up 2, and I was not there for this. I didn't see this happen. I was still coming home from work. And he lost his grip and he fell back on the grass and hit his head. Now, he's not up very high. You know, he didn't lose consciousness. He didn't have a headache. He didn't have double vision. He didn't have, didn't feel sick to his stomach. Like he did not have he didn't have any of those things, right? But he was like, you know, at first, obviously my wife was like freaking felt awful. And he felt like a little bit like he was not in shock, but he was just a little like kind of scared, you know? So we got home. He got home. I was already home. And I sat next to him, and my wife was like, yeah, he's been really a little quiet since that happened. And I looked him over, and I was like, all right. And I did all the things, and I'm like, no, he's fine. And I said, how are you doing? And he's like, I'm okay. And I was like, do you want a hug? And he's like, turns to me and is like, big hug. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to be over here. I'm fine. I'm okay. No problem. Not because, obviously we hug each other a lot in my household, and it's like very important, but it was that's what he needed from his dad. And I was just thinking about how important those connections are at all ages and how they stay with you. Like my spending time with my father that I would spend once a week has stayed with me for my whole life. And my father now has been gone 27 years. God, it's unbelievable. 27 years. But that stayed with me. And it was one of the reasons why I wanted to replicate that with my daughter, and then, of course, with my son. And I have to tell you all, I was nervous about, and still I am in some ways. Absolutely, Esterma. Absolutely. One of my best friends, I hug him every time I see him. Like absolutely. But I was very nervous about raising a boy because I didn't want to fall into the bully trap. I didn't want to fall to him either being bullied or becoming a bully, either way. And I felt very unsure about it. I felt much more on my ground with a daughter, very unsure about that with my son. And yet, but it's been very healing for me to have both, to be able to see what it's like for both and to be able to connect with both in a really powerful way. And it is not easy. It is very much not easy. But oh my goodness. There are these moments that just get locked in your memory in the most positive way. So, yeah. Absolutely, hugs are not unmanly. Hugging is healing. Hugging is happiness, 100%. The unmanly thing to do is to run from it from fear, to not want to reach out and connect with someone. And I'm not talking about, people who are physically uncomfortable for whatever. I'm not talking about like a consent thing. I'm saying the idea that you would avoid a hug because that's not what men do and just a manly handshake. Absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. So, no, amen. Amen to hugs for sure. Yeah, it's just, yeah. All right, people. You're all too interesting. That's the problem. But I got to get to bed. I had a wonderful time tonight. Thank you all so much for making it possible. It was amazing. We will be back Saturday night with Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. Absolutely. Cowardice. And by cowardice, we mean attack instead of protection, right? I actually think that the attack on someone else, the unprovoked attack, the bullying, is itself cowardice. I think bullying is the heart of cowardice, actually. So that's the key. Well, that's cool, Echo. Well, same, absolutely. Okay, I gotta get to bed. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord, !ArvCord, Blue Sky, !ArvSky, website, arvanelleron.com, !Arv shop for the merchandise area, !Arv for the Patreon. Please do support us over there. You can get cool stuff for yourself and support the channel as well. Sub to the channel, as several of you did today. I really appreciate that. Explain to the car, but I should be shocked. Really, really awesome stuff with that. And on the publishing front, !Icarus, graphic novel. You'll hug me and reverse pickpocket to give me raisins. I could 100% see, Dragon, hugging you in person and then like driving away from wherever we met and being like finding a box of raisins in my pocket. I 100% could imagine that. 100%. Exclamation point. Icarus, my graphic novel. Exclamation Point Library, my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library, 5e Adventure and Sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. Exclamation Point Greyshade, that's my Greyshade IP. Greyshade Renegade Heretic, The Grey Assassin Trilogy, award-winning, critically acclaimed from Athos Arts. You can get that there. You can get the audiobooks of Greyshade Renegade and Heretic from our very own Trent Sparks, and you can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game from our very own Rising Tides, who's amazing, Mr. Hugo nominee, The Rising Tides, and which will be coming out from Alligator Alley soon, TM. You'll definitely want to check that out. Otherwise, as always, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, exclamation point help now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. Very funny is term. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message to do so for others in the future. And much love to the people of Minnesota, especially Minneapolis, for continuing to fight against federal occupation with an inspirational and I literally said with an inspirational, Muppetational. I'm sure they would like to be Muppetational, but no, inspiring us every day with their fight, which they are going to win. And thank you all. This was really a lot of fun. I will see you folks. I know I love the Monty Python connection. I'll see you folks Saturday night. Please spread the word for Expedition from Mysterious Peaks. And don't forget, coming up soon, chat, about 5.5 weeks from now-ish, we have got ArvCon coming up. It's going to be the best yet. Super excited. And this Tuesday, during the Arvocalist, major announcement, and I do mean major announcement, from myself and Zach Clay. So you will definitely want to check that out. It's going to be awesome. And yes, I have. Those are really funny. It's true. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks, everybody. Much love. You're all the best. Super Mario RPG complete. And next up will be Tactical Breach Wizards, but on Saturday, Expedition for the Mysterious Peaks. Give you all my all of you, please send your positive thoughts to myself and especially to my daughter, Little Arv, as she goes to her admitted student day on Smith, and I'll let you know what the decision is. We'll let you know when she decides herself where she's going to go, so we'll figure that out. But that's it for me. Thanks, everyone. Much love. I'll see you folks on Saturday. And until then, everyone, please be good to each other. Have a good night.